very much. Good to be here at 254. My name's Preston Hoops, and I have a confession to make. A couple years ago, I made a mistake, and this mistake I'm not very proud of, but we all make mistakes in life, so I don't want to be judged for this particular incident. What I'm trying to say is that, according to the police, I struck a pedestrian with my motor vehicle. Okay, it was an accident, guys. It was an accident. To set the scene for you, I was at a stop sign looking to make a left-hand turn onto a one-way street. So I'm looking for cars coming from one way. Failed to consider the pedestrian could be coming from the other way. Take my foot off the brake, roll forward, and give this girl a little love tap with my car. And you know, my first instinct was to throw it in park, get out, and make sure she's okay. Because I mean, she's screaming after all. But I found out right away that she wasn't screaming in pain, she was screaming at me. She must have been like mad or something. You know how people overreact. Yeah. So that's the thing about this is that she's screaming and I am trying to stand up for myself because we talk, you know, I roll down the window because I don't want to escalate the situation, and she's like probably gonna punch me if I get out. So we're talking, and it's a very intellectually stimulating conversation, mostly her yelling at me. And I'm standing up for myself, so I start to cry. And that's when she hits me with the classic line, like, "Why are you crying? You didn't get hit by a car." Which, like, fair point. I honestly have to give her that one. Yeah. The way I was feeling, though, it got me thinking, like, it's got to be just as traumatic to hit someone with your car as it is to get hit by a car. So her lack of sympathy really didn't sit right with me. Thanks. See, I got it from you guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, we end up, you know, exchanging information. That's right, fellas, I got her number. And she walked away from the scene, and it was all good. Till about an hour later when I did get a call from the police, and I'm thinking, oh shit, now I'm gonna get 40 to life for this heinous crime I committed. But all good, they just wanted my side of the story, just made sure that everything was okay. And that's where I thought the story ended. Until about a week later when I get another phone call that was even more terrifying, and on the other end of the line, "Hi, this is Bob so-and-so. I'm the father of the girl you hit with your car." I was like, holy shit, now I wish I was in jail. It's kind of a protective measure from the wrath of this guy, but turns out he's a pretty nice guy about the whole thing. Except for one part, he claimed that his daughter's phone broke in the collision, which seemed suspicious to me, but he pulled the whole tough guy move, like, "So, what are we gonna do about that, huh?" And you know me, I stood up for myself. So I started to cry. And I said, "Oh, I'll pay for a new phone for your daughter." My roommates at the time were very aware of the situation, and my roommate Pat, who likes to make fun of me, but he gave me some good advice at the time. He was like, "Well, you know, you said that you were gonna pay for a new phone for this girl, so she's gonna go out and get the latest and greatest iPhone. What you should have said is that you would pay to replace the phone that she already had." I was like, you know, that's good advice, but you gotta remember, I'm the bad guy in this story. I hit this guy's daughter with my fucking car. Like, I'm not about to play hardball with him. And Pat's girlfriend was in on the fun too. We love Heidi, but she is a shady bitch. And I say that because as soon as she found out this girl's name, she did all sorts of research online, social media, Google, to find out everything she could about this girl and her whole family. And what she found was pretty interesting, because this girl has an older brother who is a linebacker in the NFL. So this guy could snap me in two like a twig if you really wanted to. Again, I wish I was in jail to protect myself from this guy who clearly I'm not going to be on his good side. I made a horrible first impression. The daughter, though, is even more interesting because she's actually also a professional athlete. This girl is a professional drag racer. I'm talking the cars, not RuPaul. I thought I should clarify for this room specifically. But yeah, you would think that with her like traveling down the track at breakneck speeds at all times, she of all people should know that I wasn't even going that fast when I hit her. Like, why are we overreacting here, people? Like, come on. Anyway, the whole reason why it's a funny story is because she was unhurt, all reparations have been paid. The only person that's hurting from it really is me, financially, because that new phone cost me $874.49. So if you'd like to donate to the Preston Hoops Phone a Friend Fund, I take cash, check, or Venmo. Really, really appreciate it. So it was 420 recently. Anybody celebrate? Yeah, there you go. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. I did not celebrate myself because I don't smoke that much anymore. Because when I do, I get way too high. Like, you guys ever get so high that you just sink into your chair and then your body opens up like a lotus flower. And then you start to vibrate and photosynthesize. And then you eat an entire box of Cheez-Its. And then you throw up that box of Cheez-Its in your boss's house, and you wake up in her bed wearing her clothes because you hooked up with her and told her that you love her? Anyone else ever get that high? No one. Great. Just me. It is true, years ago I did date my boss, and it went about as well as you would expect. Very messy breakup. So messy, in fact, that she blocked me on everything. And everything includes Venmo. Which, like, yeah, it's a little thorough, right? Because how is it such a bad boyfriend that you even want my money anymore? Can't we at least be PayPals with benefits? I mean, geez. Me and my current girlfriend, though, we're great at communicating, have been since the start of our relationship. Yeah, right, there she is. There she is, yeah. Thank you. But at the beginning of our relationship, we laid out some expectations for each other, and one of mine for her was that as long as she treated me like a Peloton bike, we'd be okay. So she brags about me on Instagram after riding me 100 times. Yeah, in return, I treat her like a Peloton bike too, so she sits in the corner untouched while I'm on the couch eating Cheez-Its, you know? Something else that I told her, though, was to never, ever give me a blowjob. Don't like blowjobs. Yeah. I was expecting at least one. But I mean, I don't like them because why has it always got to be a job, you know? I mean, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. I mean, now, if you want to give me a blow volunteer position as part of a blow 501c3 tax-exempt nonprofit, like, that's more my style, right? Show me you want to be here, please. Can't really talk, though, because on the other hand, I give menial labor lingus. I mean, it is menial labor. It's hard work, there's no benefits. At my place of work, there's little room for advancement. And to top it all off, now my boss wants to outsource my job to a robot. I'm not getting laid, I'm getting laid off. I did have a menial labor job back in college, though. I was a bouncer at a bar. And despite it being a huge college town, I never caught a single fake ID. Terrible at my job. And my boss let me know about it because I told him at the end of every shift, no fake IDs tonight. And he was a little suspicious. But yeah, with this job, you gotta remember, it was in the era of masks. So as long as you showed up and your eye color kind of matched the one on your photo ID, you could have shown me a Costco membership card, I would let you in. I mean, I was less of a bouncer and more of like the attendant at a bouncy castle. I just want everyone to come in and have fun, you know, right? Anyway, though, one time I did deny a guy entry. It's because I scanned his ID, and it popped up on the screen in big red letters, banned for making terroristic threats against the staff. And that's when the guy also saw it, and then he started to make terroristic threats against me, the staff. By the way, can we all agree that we know how tall this guy was? Yeah, okay. But in his little rant that he gave to me, he played all the hits. He said, I'll find where you live, I'll kill your family. But at the end of the rant, he said something that really stuck with me. He said, it is my God-given right to be in this bar. Really, dude? Like, it's your God-given right to be here? Do you know where we are right now? We're in the basement of one of the grossest dive bars in town. I have knelt on sticky floors, hands scooping vomit out of urinals here on multiple occasions. Speaking of God-given rights, God has not set foot in this establishment since the day it opened. In fact, we're on the brink of hell, and Satan himself is paying me $10 an hour to keep you the fuck out of here! And that's what I would have said if I was any good at my job. Instead, I stood up for myself, and I started to cry, and I got the fuck out of there. Just like I'm gonna get the fuck out of here right now. Thank you very much, Steve. It's been a pleasure. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.